Tell me you drive a Subaru without telling me you drive a Subaru. Hello, chickens. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Oh, look over here. Look. Chicken crack. Yummy, yummy. Good girls. Go get it. Come on. All right. Excuse me. Madam. Thank you. And what we got here? 0 eggs. So much for breakfast. Gotta pay $50 for them at the grocery store. All right, ladies, enjoy your chicken crack and lettuce. Have a good day. Goodbye. Evidence of squirrel bastards. How dare you? Time to feed the bros. What up, bros? There you go. You too. And yeah, that'll do it. Had a particularly shitty 10-hour day at work, so I figure I'll stop by and just recuperate a bit looking at this piece of junk. Makes me feel better. Look at that. Still just as crummy as I remember. Much better. This will take my mind off of being sold to private equity. Like, what are we gonna do when private equity owns everyone? Right? Cool. I'm gonna start the engine. Burnt oil smell. That's better. The only thing that could make it even better would be Vivaldi. Come on, Kenwood. I know you can do it. Oh. Let's go. Sick. Don't worry, I'm not, garage door's open. I'm not doing anything drastic with the exhaust fumes here. I just want to hear this for a little bit. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Let's see how that did for the oil drippings. Where's the, there we go. Oh, how are we looking? Chat, I can't see the phone. What is it? How many drips? Are we good? Oh, I got it on the concrete. Shit. Alright, well. Back to Vivaldi. Oop. Nice. Yeah. I haven't taken this car to a wash in a while. Maybe if I wasn't so fucking busy. Well. So long, Samsung, you son of a bitch. Alright, there should be some good unboxing content, but I don't have much time because I'm at work technically, so let's unzip this. There's a box, GoPro. Alright, cool. Oh god, there's documentation. Let's see. So I gotta download an app, I guess. Subscribe. Oh, of course. I gotta pay a subscription to have a thing that I just bought and purchased and is in my hands right now, but I need to subscribe to it or else, because like I need to pay them forever, indefinitely, in perpetuity. But anyway, here's a thing for the thing. Here's the actual thing. All right. Yep. Yep. I don't have any fingernails, so here's another thing that puts on the thing, and I can't get it out. Here's ooh. There's another, it looks like a light. Oh, here's a battery. All right. What's all this? Ooh, mounting stuff. Ooh, yep. That's a wire. That's a thing. That's another thing. That's ooh, hang on a minute. This one, squishy. That feels nice and soft. All right. And then, for God's sake, get out of there. All right, there we go. Must be updated. Sign away your rights to our app now. All right, everyone, get ready for better camera. Nice view blocked by some hideous architecture. I'll have to get more stuff.
So it's it's all baked in.
Oh boy. Nice. Hello world. This was so confusing to set up, and I still don't get how to use all these little attachments. There's the light and the camera. I don't know how it goes together, and I had to sign something. I had to agree to terms of service. I used to have a GoPro Hero 3. This is a 12, and they don't make them like they used to. Anyway, hopefully the camera works. Bye. All right, I think it works. Probably. Let's look at this broken ass dryer. Solid. Thanks, Samsung. What's crazy, excuse me, is that it's got horizon lock, so it's just stable. That's pretty weird. Then I got this little handle. It's got a safety strap. Pretty decent. Alrighty. You asked for content. Here's an unboxing. That's a $50 cam removal tool. Very nice. You can use that once in the next 5 years, hopefully. Knock on wood. Some overpriced Bondo, you know, recommended. Donut gasket for the exhaust, which goes along with this little 2.5 inch to 3 inch converter. Look at that. That fits pretty well. And then we got $250 adapters for the rear brakes, I do believe. Stock to 2-pot. Very nice. A bolt for, I'm pretty sure, one of these bad boys, which is pulleys for a timing belt. And I guess there's probably a timing belt. Oh god. Ooh. Spins. Nice gear. There's probably a timing belt below this stuff, but I can't quite. Oh god. This is just like unbox therapy, right guys? Anyway. Exhaust bolts, because the ones I have are super rusted, but they don't come with nuts, so nuts. Oh yeah, brake rebuild kit. So a bunch of gaskets and little rubber dongle things, bolts, I think an O-ring for the oil pump, cam seals, there we go, that's what we wanted, baby. And in my infinite wisdom, we have 4 non-ABS, ABCS cam seals, and 2 ABCS cam seals, because I'm an idiot. I wasn't sure if I had one or the other, but then the comment section clarified, and then we're all good there. I think that's it. Wait. Oh Jesus! All right, bolts. There. Pumpkin, and then we got a water pump. That's heavy. So sweet. I think this is the economy version. They sure would let you spend a lot more on all this stuff if you wanted, but it's a 23-year-old Subaru that I just need to stock puking oil. So sweet, box of goodies. Maybe a busy weekend. All right, loaded up all the stuff. We got exhaust. There you go. Exhaust, timing belt, water pump, camera. Okay, time to carpool over to the garage. I sure wish I had a garage. That'd be nice. Alright. Guess who's back? Back again. Okay. We'll spend a bunch more money. I'll do a proper thing later, but Harbor Freight coming in clutch with a bunch of stuff. I didn't mean to buy these, but I did because I have no self-control. This should, you know, stop rust infinitely. Oh! That fell over. I hope it didn't break. And yeah, let's get to it. Alright, I already pulled the car onto it, but after a few days of sitting there, there's quite a bit of a stain on that there cardboard. So there was still power steering fluid and it's still coming out. Interesting. Oh my god, that's horrifying. God, get out of here, bro. Hate spiders. Alright, time to put it on the jack stands. Car's on jack stands. I'm going to take a little cheese break. Mozzarella. You can see what I'm planning here. The first and most important step is definitely going to be put this exhaust on the car that's leaking. I'm going to put off the timing belt, which is there, until later, because I really just want an easy victory, which I'm sure I just jinxed it, but put on the exhaust, listen to it, I'll feel better about myself. So yeah, first cheese, then exhaust. Oh, it's gonna look so shiny. No offense to the fabricator of the old exhaust, but I have a feeling this build quality will last slightly longer. But first thing, let's see about getting that very extremely rusted stuck bolt off. I'll set you up here and get to it. Wait, do I have a light? Yeah, there we go. Ah, that's better. Okie dokie. Let's see how this goes. Oh, jeez. I have a feeling this bolt will not survive. Come here. Come on. Stop resisting. Yeah, I just smushed the vice grip, so sorry, Dad. I'll get you a new pair. All right. Plan B. Come on. Come on. There you go. And there it goes. Let go. Yeah, buddy. And it's literally welded to the flange. So that's I'm gonna get a hammer. There's that. All right. Hammer it is. I'll be right back. GoPro, stop recording. Didn't I turn the fucking voice thing on? Back with the hammer. Hey, look, the exhaust came off. I'm gonna put a pin in this and take the old exhaust off first. Hanger number 1. There you go. Come here. Oh, just gotta contort myself to. Yeah, there we go. Is this gonna fall on my face? Let's find out. Yeah, a little bit. All right, I'll just let it sit on the bumper like that. That'll be good. On to the next one. That feels nice and rubbery. Okay, come with me. Roll with me. And there's the old boy. Gonna move that one. Put you over here, I guess. Sure. Don't look at my underwear, you perverts. Oh God, it's heavy. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna roll over here. Whee! Whee! Man, what the? They welded on a thing. Oh my God! I'll show you in a second. That's absurd. Hang on a minute. Come on. There you go, bud. Don't break. Just use the old thigh. Oh yeah, that got my pants all dirty. Oh my God. Hang on, look at this Japanese engineering. Why is this so difficult? Okay. That is not factory. They welded on a thing so that they could have an extra little point of contact. There's the factory hanger. Man, it's like endearing that they spent this much effort on this car instead of paying $1,000 for a factory fitting catback. But all right, let's see if I can get that off. Can I just push this? Yeah, I can. All right. Okay, clearance is a bit of an issue there, fellas. She's off. I did it. Progress. Are you guys proud? I actually did a thing to the car. Oh God. Why was that so exhausting? So you can see there's the old one, there's the new one. All right, good job. First time this has probably seen the light of day in a long time. Let's do some investigation. Let's review. That is quite rusty. Right there. Also there. It gets on the gloves. These welds aren't terrible. That's not. This was already welded. That's our guy. This is our guy. Our guy, our guy. That is just all slagged up there. Let's try and flip it over. Also, single piece. How am I gonna fit that? Oh well, that's a problem for another day. There's the remains of a donut gasket. This is literally just filled with weld to go from 2.5 to 3 inch, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, honestly, it's a cute little. I'm not like trashing this guy. Like, I'm sure this is a lot cheaper even than the used one I got. So hey, not bad. All right, let's see the damage. Old donut gasket. That looks like a cat. Hey, maybe I don't need to spend thousands of dollars. All right, well, that's a good sign. Time to put that stuff on there. I'm probably going to spray that with that, which I think infinitely protects against rust forever, and then I don't have to worry about it. Try and get this old donut gasket off. Let's see how. Oh. Alright, that's real crusty. How about a hammer? Honestly, let's see how we're doing here, right? I don't think we need it that clean. I mean, shit. Why do we use these? Why, Subaru, why? Back at it. I really want, like, a lift. That'd be so nice. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. Random tool parents have coming in clutch. This should probably help, eh? Ooh, don't want to breathe that in. Alright, how clean are we looking? I feel like good enough, as long as I can fit the new one on there. Oh, that looks pretty gross. I wonder who's going to clean that. Let's try vice grips again. Maybe that'll do it. Yeah, there it goes. Alright. Easy enough. Go in there. Don't let anything in. Alright. And then this stuff. Alright. Sure, why not? Yeah, that's that should do it, right? Why not? There you go, rust free forever, hopefully. And we got a new donut gasket. Oh, it's already falling apart. That's pretty cool. These things are so fragile. I'm just gonna have to torque it on with the converter, which is gonna go like that, and then we got the other exhaust pipe. So cool. First tube. Excuse me. All right. This guy's only got the one hanger. Just overhead press it here. And there she goes. Easy does it. Now, and then we're gonna do that. Oh man, I already smashed it. These donut gaskets are kind of pathetic. All right, we got you. We got you. Right there. All right, there you go. And then you're gonna go right on the donut gasket. Yeah, just like that. There we go. Just need a little encouragement. There you go. Come on. I just need one thread. That's all I need. Ah, it's not gonna. Donde está? Where's the nut? Ah, nuts. Oh, there it is. You can do it. I believe. Can I just have one thread? All I ask. Yes. Boom. Beautiful. All right, time to start ranching. That took so long. It looks pretty on there to me. I'll tighten it a little bit more. Alrighty, let's get this on. Bench press. There we go. That guy in there. That's good. This guy in here. And that guy up there. Yep. Just about got it. And this guy. Son of a. Alright. Alright. Not too shabby. Now, gasket, bolts, nuts, nice and solid. That hanger's good. Hey, look at this. An exhaust that is on there. All the way, baby. Alright. Time to turn it on and then probably be a little disappointed because the last time I had an 02 EJ205 with this exhaust, it had a catless downpipe. So this one's probably going to be quieter. But hey, let's give it a shot and see if we have any exhaust leaks. Oh man, I'm too old to do this anymore. Oh, my bones. Ouch. All right, here we go. Live. We'll do it live. Literally just saw a piece of gasket fly out, but hey, I don't hear any leaks. Yeah, buddy. Over. All right. Power steering. Former gasket. Not too bad though. And then let's just take a gander. Oh, that's so much nicer. Oh, it's so much prettier. Oh, it doesn't look like it's cobbled together. Man, that's nostalgia right there. It's been a minute. Time to take it around the block, spill oil all over the place, and then that would be good. All fixed up. Blood sacrifice for the Scooby. Now it'll work. Right? Is that how that works? Alright, brand new GoPro. And I think what I'm going to do is stick it on the outside of the car so I can see the exhaust for a super Subi exhaust view, which is going to be pretty legit. So if this falls off, I'm going to cry. Alright, super exhaust view. Let's take it for a spin. You know, you got to move the other car out of the way in order to leave the driveway, bud. Okay, take two. Okay, that took more effort than I thought to put an exhaust on. So now I think it's time for drink, sandwich, and cheese. Time to take a break. Neato. Alright, I'm back. Gotta give the chickens a new lettuce. Looks like they're about done with that one. Chickens! Bok a bok. Hello. Hello, ladies. Excuse me, don't mind me. I'm just here to give you lettuce. Yes, hello. Where's the rest of you? Oh, it's over there. Hello. There's your lettuce. Go get it. Come on, get. There you go. Yes, lettuce. What are you looking at? Good chickens. Well, I think the garage door will close. In theory, that was the last time starting it with that timing belt. And the next time I start it, that one should be in there. Famous last words. How many times have I said that? Hey, look, it's my old exhaust. We're actually on the wheel chuck plastic things. And also, real quick discovery, did not notice until now. And the trunk here is just sitting there. Ozium air sanitizer, that new car smell. And somewhere on here, it says 2020, so it might be 5 years old, but let's give it a, ooh. Oh God, that's, no, I should not have breathed that. Oh, it kinda triethylene glycol, propylene glycol, and other ingredients. 91% is under other ingredients. Okay, cool. So it's probably just chlorofluorocarbons, and I just destroyed the ozone, but whatever. All right, time to do timing belt. I'm in over my head, but it's all right. We'll figure it out. Did not think this one through. I'm gonna get a little crowbar or something. Oh. From Harbor Freight. Oh yeah, buddy. Look at that. Legit this somehow. I'll read the instructions or something. First thing, drain the coolant, which I believe is that little bung there. So I'm gonna try and put the tube in there to not spill all over, but also just in case I do spill all over, do that there. Oh, well, got that wrong. Doesn't come out of the tube, it just straight up comes out from there. Well, here goes nothing. There we go. There you go. Getting it all over. Woo! I mean, I'm getting a lot of it. Wonder if any got on the camera. Great start. Nope. Yeah, only a pretty big mess. Now let's undo some radiator stuff. I pulled pretty hard on this power steering hose, and let's see if it'll do it again. A bunch of power steering fluid fell out. So I mean, it's not like that's a huge loss given the state of it, but carnage number one, done. Otherwise, I got that hose off there. Took off a couple of brackets. The radiator's basically drained. I took off these couple of hoses, which are blue, so, you know, extra power. And yeah, making progress, breaking stuff. Yeah, that's, you guys got confidence in me? Think I can do it? Also, this kind of just floating around now. I mean, it's empty, right? Like, it's all leaked onto the ground. I don't really, it's fine. Add this tube to the shopping list. You keeping track, chat? Thanks. Update. I took that tube off, and, you know, I guess the momentum and the force that I was pulling it with, well, it sprayed some power steering fluid kind of around, and I swear I'm not doing this for content. I swear to God I'm this stupid. Like, that is right where the power steering fluid went. We'll see if these pants are salvageable. I mean, obviously these are, I don't know, 5-year-old pants. That's why I'm wearing them to work on this car. But yeah, I was thinking like maybe I would go get dinner and sit down at a restaurant and eat some tacos, but like, I think I'm gonna have to do drive-through now. So, all right, progress being made. Not deterred though. So take that. Top hose, bottom hose. G Plus Performance Parts. The G Plus. I'm kind of disappointed the top hose is not G Plus. And yeah, since the last update, let's see what else has happened. So there's more coolant spilled on the ground, and you can't see it, but my whole arm smells, and so does this wrist brace, because when I was pulling off the bottom tube, it just, you know, kind of, I miscalculated exactly where to put the big jug. Got covered in more fluid, but I think most of it's out now. So now it's like, what else could drip on me besides the oil and the washer fluid, right? That's all the fluids. But yeah, radiator's almost out. The last issue that is now becoming an issue, nice sentence, bud, is these plastic connectors. If it's not in the shadow, turn on the GoPro. Yeah, that little plastic black connector there, and then I'm pretty sure there's one on the other side, to my dismay, which is now completely coated in power steering fluid. Oops, just dropped a little almost on the camera, but we're good. So these are a huge pain in the ass. This sucks. I can't even. It's been 10 minutes, and this always happens when you work on a car. You're like, all right, making good progress, things are going well, and you're stuck. You're stuck on one thing that's preventing you from progressing. But similar to, I think, any work, professionally or otherwise, what's not important is the quality of your work, or if you rip off hoses and stuff. What is important is having a good attitude, and then you'll get a promotion. All right, stay tuned. Why are you recording vertically, GoPro? All right, quick updates for the Subi squad. What you want to do to actually get these off is struggle with it for about 20 minutes, mess up the plastic, you can see that, with, you know, pliers and a prick tool and whatever you can, and then Google it and realize that you have to lift up instead of pushing down. So you lift this tab up on the female end, and then it comes out in 5 seconds. Oh yeah, that's so cool. Awesome. Okay, that should be all the radiator connections. Get out of here, Duralast. Okay, now the moment of truth. Oh yeah, baby. Who needs to take radiators fans off when you're a G? There you go. There you go, bud. That took an hour. The thing stands up. Very nice. And that, ow, I just hit my hip on the table saw. Very cool. Look at that. Much more access. Much easier. Got some AC. Got some leaves. Very nice. And interesting archaeological discovery here. What do we got? Starburst all pink drink mix. Strawberry drink mix. Oh, that was like in, you know, buried in there. So who knows how many hundreds of miles, hundreds of thousands of miles it's come with us. Whew, okay. I feel like I could get dinner now. I feel like I earned it a little bit. I mean, minus the breaking half of the things, wetting myself, making the wrist brace smell like coolant. But yeah, no, this is going all right. It's not even midnight yet. All right, I'm gonna take off this belt, and holy cow, would you look at this? Perrin Performance Crank Pulley. Look at that, it's actually pretty sick, I like it. And then I loosen this alternator up enough where hopefully one-handed I can. It's not loose enough yet. Wait. Right hand? Dominant hand? Yeah, that's what it took. All right. That's off. Nice. Quick update. This thing's pretty sweet. Oop, wait. It's so handy. Nice. Thanks, Harbor Freight. This decrepit power steering hose is really just not wanting to let go here. Everything I pull on just, you know, disintegrates. So here's the remains of a 23-year-old rubber hose. Maybe we can rebuild him. We can make him stronger. Cool. I think it's time for dinner. Well, I said I wasn't gonna spend money on food, but I'm so hungry. Also, why are there 40 people at... Okay, it's 7 p.m. I guess it's dinner time. Whatever. Oh, I'm so hungry. Alright, I'm back. I am reinvigorated, full of burger. Got a second win. Got some energy. Got 7-Up, which does not have caffeine in it, thankfully. Otherwise, I'll be up all night. And I'm going to try and at least take off everything to at least see the timing belt. Jesus. All right. It is too late for me to be doing this. But, you know, I think another hour or so, and then I'll call it a Saturday. Also, I mean, technically, this is a concoction of both power steering fluid and coolant, but it's oddly pleasant smelling. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the power steering fluid. It smells like fruity. So, you know, if I get thirsty, it's pretty tempting. Hope not. All right. Idle tension pulley off, and let's see if you can hear this. The point is, it doesn't sound good, and it's all rusty. So, add to the list of things to get later. This one's for the AC, so, you know, lower priority. First hurdle, get that Perrin Performance crank pulley off. And wouldn't you know it, in the trunk, look at this. Basically new. I have no idea how old this is, but basically we have a belt to replace the old belt here. They are the same. 5K 345. Yeah. So I'm gonna use old belt per this YouTube guy and just frickin' let's see, lefty loosey, like torsion it on there, and then basically use the belt to keep it from spinning. So wish me luck. Okay, so shouldn't have taken the alternator off. Got excited. Still fun, but you know. Anyway, like there's this little piece, and I'll show you once I take it out of the vise, that's like friction fit between these 2 points that goes over these two. And so like it's way too tight for me to just smack it back in there. I'm gonna break all my knuckles. So I'm very smart, and I'm using an 11/16 bit to like press, and hopefully that will get me a little bit closer. Let's see. Okay, I did it. It's basically like there's this little keyed, it's not a key, but you know what I mean, like friction fit piece of metal. And now, oh my god, it'll actually fit on there. Okay. Ugh. Let's put that back on. Before I put the alternator back, what are you? Who are you? What are you doing here? What? I mean, it's a vacuum hose that's going to somewhere I can't see. Hang on. Ugh. Stay right there. Good boy. What is that for? Well, add it to the list. Let's put this alternator back on. Alright, now, after all that, will this belt go from crank to alternator, and then double it over itself. As such, it looks like it will, just barely. So, I shall ruin this belt, more than likely, for the sake of getting this thing out of here. You can see the general idea, lefty loosey. Ooh. Well, try it again. Got some foil in there for fear of stripping. I got rid of the extension. Come on, buddy. Ah, shit. I mean, shoot. Alright, now you're not grabbing the belt. That's annoying. Don't crush your thumb. Alright. Come on, Subi gods, please smile upon me. I swear I'll never abuse this Subaru again. Not good. I mean, I think the foil helps me from completely stripping this thing out. I really wish I had a 22mm that wasn't a star like that. Okay, back to the drawing board. So first of all, oops, where's the button? Desperation. Hey. What? Yeah. Harbor Freight. How we doing? Well, I'll show you. Just give me one moment. You guys think that's supposed to do that? All right. Can I at least get my bit back or not? Does not appear to. So this is an issue, and you know, I have a feeling that this is why you buy a breaker bar and don't just use one of these. Okay, lesson learned. Harbor Freight, I will see you in the morning. Well, one ratchet used, like new, Facebook Marketplace. $5. Any takers? Well, I hope it didn't just do a time lapse. GoPro, don't make me start talking smack like I was with Samsung. But yeah, I think tomorrow, Harbor Freight, get an actual real breaker bar, get a 22mm bit that isn't a star. That's just gonna strip that thing out. But yeah, you know, still made some progress today. I got all day tomorrow. Should be good. Bye, time lapse. We did a good job. Have a beautiful day. Oh man, time to clean up. Well, you know what? Actually, I'm just gonna leave all this shit out here, and then I'll come back for it tomorrow. All right, bye. Nice. Oh, what's it been? 28 hours? Alright, breaker bar, a bunch of bits just to get a 22mm socket. Honestly, if this doesn't work, like, I'm kind of hosed, so hope it works. Alright. Yeah, buddy. God, that's so tight. What is that, a trillion foot-pounds? Or Newton meters for the Subaru engineers? God's sakes, boys. Is that necessary? I guess so. I don't know. I don't know shit. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on, boy. All right. Ow, my thumb. Ow. Okay, cool. I need you to actually grip. This is the last job you need to complete, belt. You did a good job driving the alternator for however many 100,000 miles. Now I just need you to function so I can do this. Yeah. Oh my god. Excuse me, GoPro. Good lord. Cool, now it's finger loose. God. Okay, well, easy peasy. No worries. Now, the second issue. How stuck is this? Okay, didn't film it, but here's my big brain. This thing was a super giant pain in the ass to get off. It's the main pulley. That didn't work, it was the wrong size. But what ended up working was this stupid concoction where like there's a hole in the frame down there. I got a breaker bar. I put 2 zip ties around the pulley and then I like leveraged it like that. Dear God, why is everything so difficult? Well, anyway, there's the timing belt. Woohoo! God damn. Okay, finally, all the bolts are off. It's got a little kind of rubber grommet thing here that I don't know if it's intentional in there and it's not supposed to be there, or if it's just missing. Otherwise, you know, doesn't look horrifying. Not that I have any experience about this kind of thing, but you know, it's not like the belt's being worn in one place or another. We'll see how these pulleys are doing. I'm replacing all of them anyway, but yeah, in the water pump. Oil pump I'm just going to reuse. Engine might blow up anyway. It's blowing smoke out of the tailpipe, so all this could be for naught. But hey, I'm still having fun. So I want you to record, GoPro. Okay, so I tried to just record taking the old belt off, but I guess GoPro was just like, nah, I think I'll take a break today. Gotta love technology that doesn't do its job. Well, here's your old belt. What is that, oil on there or something? I don't know, but yeah, neat. Cool. Okay, GoPro, are you gonna actually keep recording or are you gonna stop recording? Good job. Okay. Update, I haven't been filming much. Let's get some light. Basically, almost everything's off. Water pump is next. Yeah, and then some cam gears. And then, you know, took out the thermostat just now. Slight miscalculation on the placement of this here tub. But yeah, if you'll see the carnage starting to pile up. Luckily I'm not stepping on anything. Here's your old stuff. That's gonna reuse those. And then new stuff, new water pump, new thermostat gasket and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, you know, feeling pretty good. Haven't broken anything. And at the risk of, you know, eating my words in 10 minutes, I think this is gonna go well. Alright, I don't know if you can hear that fly. Super annoying. For entertainment purposes, I'm gonna try and film myself getting this hose off of here. There's that steering fluid smell again. Man, that is, it smells like strawberries or something. It smells kind of nice. Come on, there you go. Hey, didn't get all over me. I mean, at least not as much as usually it does. Okay, it's 3:15. That means it's time for my union mandated lunch break. Just kidding. I'm gonna starve. But no, I made another sandwich, so I'm gonna go eat that. I feel like I made progress. It's just that like usually taking stuff apart kind of easier than putting it back together. But let's see here. So here's like the front sort of end, and then here's the internal guts. Everything's out. So, you know, honestly at this point, timing belt would not be that difficult. No offense, mechanics, but I could see how it's $1,000 job, but if I had the tools, like, I could have done that in a day. Put the water pump back on. Also, I'm just talking shit. Like, I don't know anything about anything. That's hopefully very apparent from this entire series. I am just the definition of amateur. But next, I'm gonna take off the cam gears, and, you know, there's 4 of those. Here's my breaker bar with the 10 mil hex. I need everyone to pray that that actually works. I mean, I paid $50 for this thing, so like that's what I could have done is the whole janky like vice grip on the old belt and just hold them there, but I'm doing it right. I'm paying good American dollars, which are worth less every single day. And then what I am gonna do right now that I can't really film, well, it's this stupid black plastic cover is right where all the oil's coming out. So I do think I'm gonna have to take off those cam pulleys, gears, and take off the black plastic and then see, is it just this dipstick? Because there's a guy in comments who's like, hey, what if it's just the dipstick? And I'm like, oh yeah, what if it's just the dipstick? Which, you know, I don't know if, would I have to do all this shit? Well, no. All right, so wait, there's the dipstick. Hang on. Chat, let there be light. I mean, it looks pretty oily, but also like it's coming from in here. I still think it might be cam seals, and at this point, I'm gonna put the cam seals in because of just the principle of the thing. I'm not gonna go through all this trouble and then just be like, they'll be fine. Oh, don't want to lose that. Go back here. Also, Pittsburgh. The way that you put the little dinguses that you have to push down in there, super annoying. I hate you. Let's see how this Pittsburgh ratchet's doing. Still, you know, maybe it'll fix itself. But cool, I think it's time for a sandwich, and then I'll be right back to it. Okay, bye. It's pretty pleasant out for late October, spooky season. Well, went to the grocery store yesterday, so I've got an actual feast of cheese, chips of 2 varieties, a sandwich, and a knockoff LaCroix. Oh, what is it, 3:20, so I'd like to be in bed at like 10, 7 hours left. Place your bets now, chat. DraftKings, what's the over-under on me finishing this car? It's okay. The government says gambling's good now, so you can do it. Hey everyone, promotional bet, $5, spend $5 betting on this Subaru timing belt, and I'll take another $100 from you. All right, I'm gonna eat. Bye. Just trying to enjoy lunch, but of course, gotta deal with this guy. No respect, no shame. Look at this. Yeah, okay, buddy. Lunch break over. What amateur left all this garbage all over the place? Jesus. Alright. Back to it. Cam gears are next. Oh, God. Alright. There goes nothing. I got this guy propped up against the AC thing, which I don't care too much about. I guess I'll make it so it doesn't mess up these grooves. But yeah, breaker bar is somewhere. Breaker bar. Oh man, it's in my face. Breaker, this cam. Wish me luck. Got that guy propped up. I think I'm gonna have to move you over there, and then using the car as leverage. Excuse me. How you doing? Good. What did I just do? I thought I heard it go and I felt it go. Nothing's broken and that popped off. So that's super sketch. Oh, but hey, it's loose. I'm a genius. Ha ha ha. Take that, Subi gods. There are no Subi gods. I'm a king. I'm a genius. Yeah, no, it's like finger loose now. Hell yeah. Ow. I hit my wrist a little bit. Look at that. Not so bad. That had me worried. Nice. Alright, 3 more to go. After a brief moment of elation for actually getting it off, that looks dry as a bone. So hopefully once I take this black plastic cover off the back, I might have some more clues as to what's going on. Number 2, just make sure to not smash my knuckles into anything. Alright. Yeah, there you go. There, come on. Oh, that one's easy. Don't even need that. That actually wins you. Holy cow. Okay. Where's the oil, Subaru? Is it behind here? If it's not, I don't know what to do. Well, okay. Oh, oops, up. Hang on. What's this? Does that look... I mean, there's oil there. This might be something. I sure hope it's not... It's a seal in the head. TBD. I'm gonna try and take this plastic thing off. I think I got the thing loose, so it's the moment of truth. Figured I'd film it so you get my live reaction, and then also, if you haven't placed your bets yet, go ahead and go to FanDuel. It's plus 5 million that it's fine and everything's okay. Plus 1 million that it's the cam seals and I was right and I can just replace those and then the engine will be fine. And minus 1 million that the head is cracked and the head's destroyed and it's unsalvageable, and then I have to go find a long block or something. So here we go. Come on, baby. What am I? Do I have to take that dipstick out? No, come on. There's got to be a way to finagle it. Now, for Pete's sake. Okay, got this rear cover off. You can probably tell right there, it's pretty cracked. I'm almost certain I didn't do that, and that's probably not a huge issue. Famous last words. Lots of RTV from whoever before. So on initial inspection, like that bolt had some shine. You can still see it. Cam seal's not so much. And like from the other video, I'm pretty sure it's coming down like here. And then, so we got one weird hex bolt thing here, one there. And then on top of the motor, it doesn't look like oil grime, it just looks like normal grime. But you can tell like everything from here down, very oily, making me think it's this guy who does have a little washer. What is that? Chat, explain everything to me. Fix it. Chat, make it better. Make it go away. Quick update. I barely torqued that to the left, lefty-loosey, and it started to come undone, so I have a feeling I found it. Maybe. I mean, chat? What is it? What is that? I don't know, but that looks like oil. So, for the mechanics in chat, I'm not even that smart about engines or anything, but let's see here. So, all of the cams are in the closed position, right? So the valves are closed, and you know this will be a pretty simple test. So I'm going to crank the engine. You got no resistance there. Getting resistance, coming back, coming back, coming back. You can tell that it wants to come back. I'm just pushing down, and then eventually it kind of leaks through, and then it sits. All right, cool. We're going to keep doing that. This one, good resistance, coming back. It's like an air pump, right? So I can tell that the seal is there until eventually the air leaks through, which you would probably expect with a 100,000 mile engine. That one just straight goes through. So no resistance. I think those astute about motors in chat will understand what the issue is. But that would mean, you know, it doesn't really matter if I fix the oil leak. It's spitting smoke out the back. That's not the head gasket. That's just oil getting past these rings. And in order to fix that, you are taking apart the engine. And I would imagine splitting the case, putting new pistons in. And at that point, why would you stick with an old EJ205 when you could do something different? So I think the change of plans here is going to be, I'll still finish this timing belt and whatnot just for the experience. And I already bought it, who cares? But yeah, I think it's time to start looking for a short block. Any suggestions, chat? Let me know in the comments. That'll be a fun little adventure on its own. Get one of those Harbor Freight engine stands. I think my parents get back in a week or two, so kind of doubt I'm going to be able to do it all by then. But I mean, the rest of the car, I think what I'll do is be able to limp it back home. And then honestly, if I can still fix the stupid oil leak, at least it won't be puking onto the street. That way I can chill for a few weeks, do the interior, rip the carpets out, figure out what's going on rust wise. And honestly, if it's not full of rust, then I don't mind putting a new motor in here. Pretty sure I can do, not to like jinx it, EJ257 short block with EJ205 heads. But yeah, getting ahead of myself. You know, I'm not too bummed. To be honest with you guys, like, I don't know how many of you have been like following and been like, oh, this guy, he has no idea what he's doing. He has no idea what he's getting into. But when I bought the car, I'm like, if it blows up on the ride home, I'm fine. $2,600. I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination. But what I do is pay $3,100 a month for a mortgage on a $457,000 loan that I got in 2022 with a 6.125 interest rate. And to be honest with you, like, the frustrating part is I could do this every month if our society wasn't a giant heaping pile of shit. And like, honestly, this has been so much fun, and like I just really love doing this sort of thing. But you know, it feels like I'm 30 now. In the past at least 3 years, obviously more than that, because I was renting before I bought this house for $1,800 to $2,000 a month. It really feels like society said, nope, no more. Like, you have to pay everyone else first. Like, you have to earn your spot, and that means that you give away all of your money until you're 65, I guess. Like, it seems like it used to be better, you know. The boomers kind of had it pretty good. Gen X even didn't have it too bad, but millennial, Gen Z, alpha, beta, not to bum you guys out too much, but man, if you don't start protesting, if you don't start doing stuff, you're going to have it worse than me. Like, guaranteed. Every generation has it worse. You know, politicians just vote for their own interests for lobbyists. They just make a bunch of money doing that. So yeah, you know, not to get all, you know, philosophical and depressed or whatever. I mean, how could you not in this place? I mean, that's beautiful. I love this house and everything. I mean, more like the United States. I don't know, man. I'm talking way out of my breadth. I'm out of my element, and it's a car show. So, back to the car. Pretty sure one of those pistons is just not good. So, why even bother with the whole JDM EJ205 when I could almost certainly find a short block somewhere that's not, you know, 10 grand. I'm not building a ridiculous thing. I just really want a beater that'll run, you know, a little snow car, little guy that I can mess with on the weekends. But yeah, that is too bad. All right, I'm gonna keep working on it, see if I can at least put it back together. Quick update, all cam gears are off. I'm about to do the cam seals. I'm not gonna bother taking off that black plastic. Nothing's puking oil over there, it's all over here. And honestly, all I did was put this bolt back, tiny little bit of RTV on the washer that was there. I cleaned up the washer, the bolt, and this, torqued the bolt pretty good, which I'm sure is what the spec says. Kind of not caring as much about this engine anymore. But next up, cam seals, which I saw some guy who just literally like drills into it with a screw. But yeah, I'm gonna, you know, these are a little bit rusty on the outside. I'll clean those up a bit, maybe with steel wool. I don't know. Mechanics cringing in chat. Don't worry, you'll be all right. You'll be fine. I wonder what happened to that bolt. I'm sure I'll find it. Okay. There's no way that's real. That's a miracle. Are you kidding me? A minute left in the fourth? What happened? Man, I should care more about sports. Or maybe not. Anyway. Alright, got a wild hair up my ass and decided to do these spark plugs just so that they're both the same on both sides. And yeah, I know, comments said these are no good. Whatever this garbage is, but hey, at least they'll all be the same. Also took the intake off just for funsies. That's dirty AF. I need to find a new one of those. But the inside, honestly, you know, not horrible. So spark plugs going back in, and then it's off to cam seals. Alright, got two of the cam seals out, and honestly that bottom one pretty oily, so maybe. Anyway, if you're squeamish about, you know, people doing stuff the wrong way, look away. Here's a little pry tool. I just poke a hole in these things, and then what you do is, you see how I'm doing it, you know, I'm just like wrenching it, trying to get these things out of here. Alright, I figured I'd record this just in case any of you were having a heart attack when I was turning the crank. This is an interference engine, which means that the valves can hit the piston if they're not aligned correctly. But don't worry, because hey, when you take the timing belt off, what happens is that you end up with a little bit of a turn in play. So it's super easy to turn these cams, you know, so far, and then you can tell the cam is about to engage the push rod, whatever, the valve, right? So it stops and then it goes and it stops. So all four of these were like that, where I know that there's play in it. I know that none of the valves are open before I started turning that. When I talked to Google AI, it was like, you're a dangerous, dumb motherfucker who's just destroyed your engine. And I was like, no, Google, I'm not, because I know how engines work. And also, no matter how many times I turn this, as long as that mark is at top dead center, like, I can put it back. It doesn't matter, because one rotation is a full rotation of the crank. Water pump is nice and clean. All the old RTV should be off. Well, most of it. Don't ask how I got it off. You wouldn't approve. And then I can put that back on, and I think I can start putting everything back on. Neato. Alright, 4 messed up cam seals, 4 brand new cam seals. A little bit of Earl. And I didn't buy the $50 part that they were trying to sell me to push these in, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. Alright, so we got 2 cam seals on. They look pretty square, right? And just to infuriate some people in chat, I think I'm going to show you the method by which I've been installing these things. Let's do the top left here. Got the cam seal. I'm going to coat it in oil, inside it out. I put a little oil on there, so you know that's pretty standard, right? Oily, nice and oily. A little bit on the inside and out, just for some lube. And then it slides right on. I already cleaned it as much as I could with towels and stuff. And there's only so far you can really get just pushing with your fingers here. And it's about that far. So then what we're gonna do, a very large hammer, because I don't have a smaller one. So what you do here is you just start tapping. And now there's a limitation. Just, you see, I screwed it up. All right, so like this cap, you can tell it's getting hit on the inside. It only goes so far till it hits that little pin. So then what you do is you take this very advanced tool called a very small piece of wood, and then you just kind of work your way around. So the top left does not want to cooperate here. Anyone mad yet? There it goes. Oh, missed it that time. And then what you do is you work your way around, and what'll happen is that wood will butt up against housing, so it'll just be flush. I'll be honest with you, that one went a little too deep. But yeah, you know, you get the gist. All right. What an amateur. There's a piece of wood on there, but there you go. Cam seal's in there. Well, terrible videography. I could have done a time lapse or something. New water pump, nice and shiny. Old ass tubes, they're rubbery enough for now. And not gonna touch the oil pump because who cares. And yeah, then new thermostat gasket, and that's it for the water pump. So cool beans. All right, could at least do the thermostat and tube install. Thermostat has a jiggler valve. That's apparently what Google AI calls it. That should be at the 12 o'clock position, so up. So gonna do that. Cleaned the gasket and surfaces. Whoop. Cool. And easy enough. Alright, and the other one. Oh, excuse me. That's still in there, yeah. What is that, a 10 mil? There you go. Get hand tight. And I'm not going to go crazy, just going to get them snug. Okay, got a way to go. There we go. Snug. Click, click. Look how shiny it is compared to all the other crap. Which I have cleaned up a decent amount, just because I'm in here. But cool. Cam seals in, water pump in. I think next up, I'm gonna put this plastic back, and then it's cam gears. Would you look at that? I'm actually using a tool that I purchased, and it's actually easy enough just to turn like that. I decided I'll do the oil seal because I have one in the box, so it's like, all right, may as well. Famous last words. And if this dang thing would just get off of there. Yeah, nice and rusty on that. Just rust everywhere. But cool. Use the thing I purchased, wouldn't you know it. Ended up cleaning up the oil pump a little bit just because it was sad how dirty it was next to the nice clean new water pump. And oh man, I got the water pump with some specks of dirt on it. Oh, it was so clean. Look, what am I gonna do? That was the cleanest part of the engine. Alright, whatever. Putting the oil pump seal back, then the crank pulley back, then oh yeah, cam gears. I think YouTube said 58 foot-pounds for those cam gear bolts, but I'm gonna need to figure that out because that was Google AI, and I'm pretty sure Google AI is gonna tell me to drink bleach at some point. Gonna put the oil pump seal back. Oily. And then you got the arrow pointing the only way that it would make sense to go. And then we're gonna slide her in there. Oh no! Alright. Well, can I? Yeah, no, I think I'm good. Hang on. Alright. Back to the wood method. Come on. There you go, bud. Yep. My wood. Ah. Damn it. Well, all those wood fibers are gonna burn off eventually, so no worries about those. Who needs a $50 tool made for one job when you can just hit it with a hammer and wood? Gonna torque down the cam gear bolts. I got, you know, little mini-me torque wrench. Google is a little bit all over about you go to 22 foot-pounds and do 45 degrees, or it's 72 foot-pounds total is the alternate spec. And then Google AI said it was 70 Newton meters, so I think Google AI is just, you know, doesn't know year one engineering. But here we go. We're gonna take our fancy $50 tool. We'll start with this boy. And please hold. And there you go. I think I'm gonna have to go the other way and do it like this. Oh, and I'm spec'd out too. I doubt GoPro is gonna focus 50 to start. 50 foot-pounds. All right, there we go. There goes nothing. This is a Duralast torque wrench, so it might explode. Right. All right, there she goes. Let's see if I can get to 50. Gonna brace myself against the car here. Wow, that was not much torque. Let's see if I do it again. Going up to that 72. Anyway, that's one. And yeah, you can tell that that needs to go top dead center. But cool. I mean, if that's it, 3 more. It's nothing to it. All right, that's 70. Come on. Just square on there. Sure. GoPro, how we doing? Great. Just fantastic. All right, come on. There you go. Where you at? No. All right. In theory, that would be all of them. Don't ever talk to me or my son ever again. So I got the bigger one. I'm gonna see if that's telling me the same thing about these. Pulley going back on. Where's the key? If I line it up to start and then slowly go up. Hey, I'm a genius. It was kind of looser than I remember. Maybe it'll rust up in a minute and then we'll be good. Next up, all the pulleys that are gonna be nice and shiny and new. This one first, because I remember where it goes. All smooth ball bearings, very nice. And then, somewhat interesting, we have a slightly different idler that has like more ball bearing width, so I did have to get a new bolt for it. So they upsold me. I don't know how much it was, man. It was not a lot. And then what you have to do is go find a picture because you can't remember which idler went where. So please hold. All right. Where's the little one go? Where's the little guy? Come on. DJ205. Jesus. Google. You know just how to suck. I think it's there for the small guy. That seems to fit. Yeah, we got 2 rows that are either side of this guy. No, wait, this one is. But the other one's like the tension guy. Oh, red. There you go. This guy down below. These are not eccentric, so I'm not worried about anything. Pretty stock. And what size is that? 14? Sure. Yes. I'll have 5 minutes just to animate longer. Oh, 12. Oh, right. Now. Speed. Okay. And the boy. This one's going out there. Oh, yeah. Like a NASCAR pit stop. It definitely has not been 8 hours since I've been here. What in the hell? It's a grenade. Pull that, stick it in, and then run. Oh geez, I think I get the gist. It's under spring tension, so I imagine I'm gonna want to install the timing belt before I let that thing go. All right, can you thread the bolt or no? It feels awfully tight. No, it's good. It's just a new bolt. And it's quite galvanized. Yeah, that really, that is so close to that here. I'll first. Oh god, no, careful. You record, yeah. Oh, I can see. So that just puts up this pin, which, like, that freaking hits the pan. You sure about this? It's like, the clearance here. Oh god, oh geez. If that's up and this is out, it's literally rubbing. So, like, you have to have that all the way in. Does the parent pulley push that in? Oh, it does. Yeah. Wait, it shares the same key. The key sticks out. Okay, now we're fine. Calm down, chat. I think it's almost time for a cheese break. Well, I'm gonna undo all those and put this on it. Now for 29.89, 29 point, whatever. Time to clicky clicky. With a real clicker this time. Nope. Okay. Yep. Nope. Ah, pardon me. Go ahead and, yep. Yep. Thanks, good. Ow. Yep. This one. No, this one. Cool. Yeah, that'll be all done. And see the one. 12. Cool. Smooth. 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 And that's not going to move. All right. Looking good. My back hurts. Time for a cheese break. And some LaCroix knockoff. Only hurt myself relatively a lot. Okay, what I was trying to say earlier, when I was freaked out for a minute about, oh my god, I turned over the crank like 20 times. I don't remember how many times. So it's a 4-stroke motor. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow. As long as these marks are lined up, it doesn't matter how many times you turn that. Now let me explain, because it doesn't know where it was before I took the timing belt off. Like, the only thing it needs to know is where these cams are, which it does through this sensor over here, to send sparks and fuel through the injectors, which are electronic and whatnot, through the computer. Thinking through it so many times, come on, basically everything in here can only do 360 degrees. As long as those marks are lined up, you can't have an issue, because it's impossible to have all 4 pistons in a different spot if that marks top dead center, right? So like, you go 360 degrees, the pistons are in the same spot. You go another 360, they're in the same spot, because that's how it has to work. It's a circle, right? And like, the reason I'm explaining all this is because Google AI was like, oh, if you turn that, you're dead. It's over. You're an idiot. You don't understand engines. Like, hey man, you can kind of think your way through this stuff. And it's not that hard. Google, AI, Gemini, dog shit. Alright, anyway, time to put the timing belt back on. Also, holy shit. 33 in the 4th. You better believe it. Alright, new timing belt, which interestingly, made in Italy. Mamma mia! I went to Italy once. Super nice. Only went for a week. Wish I would have stayed forever, but hey, just the flight was like, I don't know, $5 grand? How the hell do people, oh, I want to travel. Yeah, so do I, man. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I gotta line up this guy. I wonder why my spine hurts so much. Alright. Let me just show you what a pain in the ass this is. Come here. So, if you can see that line is on that. Alright, why don't you just flip around there, GoPro. And then down there, that line is on that. Okay, the auto leveling thing is not ideal right now. That line is on that. This line is going to need to go on there, so hang on. Please hold. I set you back up there. You can chill wherever, I don't care. Okay, oh my god, oh my Jesus God. Yeah, my spine hurts. Where's the torque wrench? Alright. What an absolute pain in the ass, dear God. Alright, so lined up 1, 2, 3. Not gonna do that one yet. 4. Is it though? I don't know. And then 5. That's good. Okay, I think, let's look at this one again.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Alright, one more important step. Pull the pin. She's live. Okie dokie. Whichever of you had, well, it's almost 10 p.m. did not finish the project in one weekend, your bet paid out and you win props. I was honestly driving to finish. Like, I was thinking, like, alright, I'll just stay up till 11. I just won't sleep tonight, whatever. But the issue is, I was like, oh, I'll just put the radiator back on. With what coolant exactly? Like, there's a little bit there, but yeah, I didn't get coolant. I forgot. So basically just cleaning up now. Everything's on there. Everything looks decent. You know, I cranked it over a couple of times. Again, I know, oh my God, so scary, but like if I did it wrong, it would have broken anyway. And like everything's top dead center again. So I think we're good. I think I did pretty all right. So like I'm feeling good about all the work I did. Really, it's just that I'm fairly sure one of the pistons compression, or it could be a valve that's not seating great, is not good. So what I think I can do is get a plug, you know, that goes in the spark plug thing to pressurize each piston to see, all right, which are any of these terrible. And if that's the case, then like, all right, park the car, back to the drawing board, look for a short block. But I'm getting ahead of myself. 9 hour day? I don't know. But honestly, like, this is so fun, man. Like, my back hurts. Like, I don't think I could do this for a living. Especially if it was someone else's car and it was like, oh my God, a customer. Customers are the worst. But it's my car, so I kind of don't care. And it's just a piece of junk. And like, yeah, this is so fun and rewarding and nice. But anyway, cleaning up. I think that does it. Don't worry if you're like skipping ahead in the video to be like, oh, is the video over? Am I gonna have to wait till next week? No, I'm just gonna do this on Monday after work, which is tomorrow. Oh my God, I have to work tomorrow. At least I have an easy day where from 8:45 a.m. until noon is just back-to-back meetings. And then there's more meetings in the afternoon. And also I have to like review and do all this other stuff for other people, for projects that are out of budget. So cool. Very cool. All right. Well, pick this up tomorrow. Peace. Subi, I'm home. Oh, got the jugs and another jug for transporting, I don't know, oil or whatever. I don't need to recycle all of this Kool-Aid. But this should be it. I just need to put some other stuff, let there be light, on there. And where did I leave off? Well, interesting discovery that I'm glad I saw now. Here's the old water pump. And if you'll recall, JDME J205 See how there's nothing coming out of there? 2 outlets on this side, none on this side. Now let's take a gander and let's get rolling on the Duralast. Oh God, I'm too old for this. Okay. And now if I roll into the car, well, gee whiz. There's an outlet on that side and 2 on this side. So, you know, no fault to the performance shop guys. You know, I'll let them know, like, hey, if you're gonna sell, you know, someone says they have an EJ that's JDM 205, you're gonna have to sell them like a plug hose or something. So now is where I get creative on how to plug that up. Do you hear that? Bastard squirrels. Leave me alone. All right, anyway. Here's the gist. The end of this little, what is it, 10 mil, whatever, who cares, is about the same diameter as that hose, bung, whatever you call it, coming out of the water pump. And hey, would you look at that? I happen to have some Subaru World Rally blue hose that seems like it's long enough to take a little piece off. So basically, I'm going to cut off an inch or so. See if I can't find some twisty clamps, and then just put a bolt and then a piece of this hose, which, you know, I have a whole box of crap that came with this car that includes a bunch of little hoses, so I wouldn't have to cut off the ones that I actually need, but that's, you know, however many miles that direction. Having 2 places, get out of here, Duralast. I wish I had my own garage. Anyway, that's my solution. I'll let you know if it works. Now that's a professional cut right there. Cool. And let's try and put this on the thing. Okay. Oh, like an hour later. And would you look at that? Just beautiful handiwork. A bolt, a tube, 4 pieces of wire. Oh my God, that was so difficult. I sure wish that I knew that that was a thing. We all live and learn, right? And real shout out goes to like giant thing of steel wire that's been here forever. Thank God you were here. All right, well, back to actually doing the thing I was here to do. For God's sake, that took an hour. Okay, I'm sorry. It was a long day at work. It's fine. Okay, that's as clean as it's ever gonna get. So take a nice long look. Just look at that puppy. So now all of the atrocities against Subaru have been covered up. You can no longer tell that I definitely chipped those gears, but let's not talk about that. Be careful when you're prying those cam gears off because, you know, I hope that doesn't mess anything up. But cool, now crank, and then I'll put this new belt on, which, you know, quote unquote new. I mean, it's either this one or the one that I completely like torqued over, which may have gotten thrown away. So it's just the alternator, you know, it's not like anything important, but yeah, I think radiator next. I think I'm just gonna ignore the power steering and hope that it just kind of pukes its guts out. I'll put a bunch of cardboard and towels down, and then I'll put that off to another thing, because like if I need a new short block or pistons or whatever anyway, then least of my problems. But cool, radiators next. All right, since I think you'll enjoy watching me suffer again, got ourselves Duralast 22 mil set to Titan. And we're going to start at 80 and then go to 94 foot-pounds on this main crank pulley. And we'll see if I can even do it. I need to put the car in gear, eh? Alright, please hold. And go to 94. I swear it felt like so much more to get this thing off. It's probably because I was just weak. Can you not, car? Huh. I need someone to push on the brake. Chat, can you push on the brake? Perhaps if I stick this in here. Sometimes my genius amazes even myself. Brakes engaged now. All right, that's pretty good. Now prepare to be horrified by what I'm doing to the seat currently. Ugh. Okay, there you go. Thanks, bar. See, look, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, we're getting there. I'm gonna tighten this up now. Screw it. Let's clean out this thing. It's got a bunch of like junk in there. So, to the kitchen. I have this little air blower, so let's do that. Plus 50 efficiency. Oh, here goes nothing. Oh, that's one. And that's two. Hot day. I done did it. Put these bad boys on there. Sweet. All right. Burp funnel. I think everything's in there. It took me 5 minutes to remember which one goes to where, but to be honest with you, they both just go into the thing, so whatever. I'm 99% sure it's good. Everything's back on. Alternator's back and plugged in, so is the non-functioning AC. Gonna put the battery in next. This is all hooked up. We got these two, this hose on top, we got the one hose on bottom, and then we also have plugged up the stinking non-JDM water pump. So I hope that doesn't leak. This I'm preparing to have just puke under here. So we'll see, but yeah, moment of truth. Open the garage so I don't die of carbon dioxide, monoxide poisoning or whatever. And yeah, you know, in a few minutes, we're gonna know if I completely thrashed it and just completely destroyed this engine, which to be fair, that's a lot of smoke coming out of the exhaust. I think it's already trashed, but hey, let's find out. All right, before I let the smoke out, quick cheese break. I'm just gonna film the whole sequence. Pretty sure I can just fill it from the top here. Pretty sure it's like 5 liters total. This is 3.78. Ooh, World Valley Blue. Yeah, check for leaks periodically. Uh-oh. Who's leaking? Oh, I forgot. No, I forgot there's a little fucking cap. I think that's it. Time to blow up this engine. Famous last words. Everybody pray to the Subi gods. think I heard Uncle Rodney, which, you know, to be expected. BRB. Everybody pray to the Subi gods. Alright, Google makes me think it's a piston slap rather than rod and knock. Let's take a gander. Ooh. Something's leaking down there. Yeah, I'd say she's cooked, Subi bros. But hey, that's alright. No check engine light. Man. Yeah. Unless there's someone under there playing a prank on me by hitting the thing with a, you know, a hammer. It's either rod knock or a piston slap. I don't think it's a bent valve because then the engine would stop running. But yeah, to be honest with you guys, like yesterday I was kind of like, oh, something's messed up with the short block. We'll see if I can salvage the heads and then just put a new short block in there with some pistons and stuff. So I think I'm going to start researching that. So, you know, there's your big climax. I'm really interested, like, listen, you guys, not that you have to see my dumb face. God, that is bright. Oh, for God's sake, GoPro. Okay, so I know that I'm a dumbass. You do not have to comment that. You can if you'd like. But basically, I would really like to know what I did that caused that. Because like during my explanation yesterday of just like, you know, the way that the cam gears and the main crank are, is it because it's because I cranked the engine over a bunch without any oil, isn't it? All right, well, live and learn. Again, this isn't my 24 WRX-TR, so like that's kind of partly the reason why I got this piece of junk. But yeah, you know, throw your suggestions in the comments. Short blocks, what you think I should do. And I might, you know, when I go to take it all apart again, I might just salvage the new parts from it. Put them on the new motor if they need it, if it needs it. But yeah, you know, I'm not super bummed. It was a learning experience. Don't crank your engine over when it's dry of oil. And yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to, I'm going to take the whole thing out. So I need engine stand and a lift, you know, a crank, whatever you call it. And I'm gonna rip it apart and just see what I did. So look forward to that. Little anticlimactic ending here, but more to come. And then in the meantime, I'm definitely not going to drive it. I'm going to see if I can't get it towed back to my place. Well, yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself here. But like there's plenty more to do with, you know, the interior, where I'm going to rip all the carpets out. Oh, he has a sound deadening. You know, I don't even think that stuff works. Wasn't there a YouTube guy that like did a test where he's like, he did the whole car before and after and was like, oh, it's the exact same. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty to do on the inside of this thing. I got those brakes. That'll be next weekend for sure. I'm just gonna clean up the brakes, and that's something that, you know, you don't need the car to be moving to install brakes. So yeah, you know, put in the comments, Joe, you're dumbass. Joe, you messed it all up. I hope my kids aren't as dumb as you. I hope I'm not as dumb as you. But I'm not even kidding. Like, this was still the most fun I've had in a while. And hey, I burped the coolant correctly. I got about the right amount of coolant. You know, the oil's still good. And hey, I think so like the water pump's definitely leaking, and that's pretty hilarious. I might be able to tighten that. It looks like it's coming out where this thermostat is. Oh god, don't drip on me, please. My little solution doesn't seem to be dripping. I think it's just tighten that thermostat some more. I would guess. I don't know. But hey, no oil. I did it. I'm a genius. Man, this is too funny. Well, you know, I think all you guys that watch Haters Garage and like these other garage channels that do things correctly, you're missing out on just an absolute buffoon just throwing money into the garbage. But again, like, I can't even, like, seriously, some of you guys, no, not you guys, all right, some people out there, they take all the money that I've spent on this car, which I'll total it, maybe I'll throw it on the screen. People throw that shit into DraftKings and they're just like, oh, I lost the parlay. Like, all right, I learned how to change a timing belt, and I have this cool little thing that I did destroy with my own hands. It was me, though. So take that. And yeah, like, there's worse ways to spend your money and time, guys. Like, to be honest with you, this gives me something to do on the weekends. Keeps me busy, keeps my mind off of all the other existential dread stuff. And hey, I do still have catalytic converters. You know, bright side stuff. Performance inlet, intake, intercooler. I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not. This manifold, I'm going to have two of them now. 2 centerpieces. But yeah, the rest of the stuff, you know, I'll see if I can salvage the heads, or if I've piston slapped the valves into oblivion. But I'm pretty sure you could do EJ257 short block with 2 EJ205 heads. This radiator's also not looking great. But, yeah. And then, like, you know, beyond the engine, steering rack is still definitely screwed up. This rear suspension is not ideal. I do just really kind of need to get new coilovers in general. I do kind of want to lift it. I've been looking, and like, that looks cracked and not safe. But yeah, you know, I could paint the bumper. I could do a little bit of resto work on this stuff. But yeah, you know, it's the kind of the point of a project car. So yeah, a little bummed that I couldn't just, you know, fix that oil leak, which it seems like, I swear it was just that bolt, which is so funny how much I did to tighten that bolt. But I do think I fixed the oil, which, like, when, you know, I'll roll back the footage, when I was driving with the super exhaust view, like, there was kind of a lot of smoke already. So, like, did I just not notice that the piston was starting to slap and it just wasn't loud enough, and then just me cranking it dry with no oil was, like, enough to, like, all right, ringland failure, piston's done, it's going to slap its way out of there? Or is it rod knock? The thing is, you're all going to have to stay tuned to find out next week on Dumb Shit Fuck Garage, Idiot Joe. Nah, I'm kidding, guys. I really could give a shit. But yeah, I mean, like, a lot of this stuff just still will function. I just kind of need a short block. Oh, and probably AC. That's still kind of a mystery. This thing's probably ruined because of how much it's run dry. Alternator, I think, is good. I don't know if I have a voltmeter. But yeah, more to come. Piece of junk car. I still love it. I'm not too bummed. I was really more infuriated that I couldn't find the stupid little plastic plug that goes on the side of the radiator, because, yeah, I can't believe I forgot to put that on and I spilled liter of coolant, and that was annoying. But cool, I think that'll do it for the evening. Subi Power, everybody. Comment Subi Power below if I should get an EJ257. Alright, bye! Alright, I think it's important after blowing up an engine that you refresh with the little knockoff LaCroix and knockoff cheese. I mean, it's store brand. I don't know how you can have knockoff cheese. Like, maybe the cows are cheap. I don't know. But, no, time to play car roulette. No, what is it? Car musical chairs. What the fuck, dude? It's too late. I'm gonna move that out. My car over. Dad's car back in. I think I'll put this car back in over there. But that means I gotta find more cardboard to stop. You know, the oil leak is done, and that's fixed. But now the water pump is leaking. So I need to put a thing to capture that, but hey, at least it's not so bad. So this concrete was pretty clean before. We are about to find out the carnage that I have racked. This is seriously too late, but we'll see. And I'm gonna do a little time lapse, I think. A boxer motor that actually isn't destroyed by me yet. Oh, excuse me. I gotta work tomorrow. It was a pretty lame, but someone's gotta pay for this EJ257. Alright. Lucy. Hello. Hi, kitty. Hello, 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 hello. Lucy. Brushy. Brush. Ooh. That's nice. Lucy, do you still love me even if I destroy my own car? Even if I'm a terrible mechanic? If I give you treats, will you say yes? Okay, you're a good kitty. Yes, hello. Good morning. Sorry for disturbing you, Lucy. How was your day? You're a good kitty.